All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, excellent. Got some new Nuke stuff to run through here for December. Last meeting of the year for us, so kind of wrapping it up. We've had a great year in terms of growth. Talk a little bit about that from a social media perspective. Do the corporate updates, release updates, module updates, and just website updates in general. So as always, we continue to grow on the social media fronts. We had a great month since our last meeting in November. We're up 15 users on the CADUG website, the ChicagoDNN.com, which is just absolutely phenomenal. We've had lots of activity, lots of people looking at stuff, watching the videos, and looking at the posts and all the things that are going on there. That's absolutely great and phenomenal. So anybody who is watching this or is on the meeting tonight, please let everyone know about Chicago DNN and the things that we've got going on the website. And we're always looking for ideas and things like that, more stuff that we can put on the website. So if you're interested in doing that, please contact either Don or myself, and we'll be happy to help you, get on board and start, communicating with the community and that type of stuff. On DNN software, we're down one user. We're down to 62 active members there. The LinkedIn group, we're up one person. Facebook, we're the same. On Twitter, 8 more people are following us, and we followed 10 more people, which is about normal for us in terms of every month. I go on there, and depending on how many more people have followed us, I'll go find some more people to follow that are in the community and involved in the community. So we keep growing our Twitter following there as well, which is excellent. Meetup group, we added a member there, and on Google Plus in the community there, we're still at 42 active members. So if you're not in one of these communities, but you do have a social media profile and you are watching us or listening to us today, please go out there and join our groups on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Meetup.com, Google Plus. We're trying to be on all the different social communities that are out there. Please go ahead and get out there and join us. And then let everybody know that you've done that. So share our tweets, like our stuff, repost, circle, follow whatever social media platform you happen to be on, and whatever action verb they happen to use. Please go ahead and do that. With our messages and things like that. And just let everybody know that you're a member of our group and you spreading the word and that type of thing. We're always looking to reach more people and get people access to more information. So. And if there's things you'd like to share, feel free to share with us. We'll respond back to you. We'll follow you. We'll circle you. We'll do all those things as well. So make sure that you're connected to us in all the different ways that you connect with various groups out there on the internet. The DNN Corporate News. Still, DNN Corporate hasn't updated their news sections of their website since July. That was July 9th was the last updates for both news and changes and things like that. But their blog is still currently very active. I think this is where they're posting a majority of their news and things like that. So I've expanded the blog section here of the presentation to talk a little bit about each one of the areas that they've been mentioning over the past 30 days since our last meeting. And so I've got slides on each one of these. I'm not going to read each one of these slides to you, but their information that's out there. This slide deck will be available on ChicagoDNN.com in the documents directory, that you can find that and download the slide deck. I'll post it as soon as I'm done talking here, so that you can get out there and take a look at these things, or head on over to DNN Corporate, DNNSolutions.com, and check out the corporate blog, and you can see all this information here. They're talking about evoke content, benefits of digital asset management. They're talking about community management tips, a lot of DNN social type things that are being posted in the blog. What's contagious, teaching you about the growth of Starbucks was Naveen had done a presentation on that. All these presentations are out there. You can view them. So if you see something that you like, you can go view the presentations. They're all out there. Clint did a What a Ride, his reflections on his first year at DNN, which is quite entertaining. Go out there and check that out. It's the only one that's getting any comments. So Clint, he's always got great stuff to say, and it was quite an entertaining presentation. And then 10 steps to building the ultimate online community. I just saw on Twitter a little while ago, DNN Corp was honored to be recognized by the CMS Critic for Best Social Networking Solution. So they're a 2013 winner, Critic Choice Award for DNN Evoke Social. So congratulations to DNN on that. Great piece of software, the Evoke Social type stuff. We've done lots of presentations here at Chicago DNN on it, had guest speakers and things like that. So really a great piece of software. If you haven't seen it, check out some of our videos, or go online, check out their videos. They're much better than ours, but certainly get out there and check them out, and check out that quality piece of software. Hopefully 2014 will be another great year for them, adding features and functionality to both Evoke and Evoke Social. So they also did a presentation on SlideShare marketing. Dennis did one on that. So 10 quick facts about SlideShare. Something that maybe Chicago DNN should look at is posting these slide decks that we have up on SlideShare just to reach another community. So maybe that'll be something we'll be looking at over 2014, that type of thing. So the only webinar event that I found up on the DNN Solutions website was the holiday checklist, which was this morning. So it was at 9 o'clock this morning. So if you want to watch it, you can go back and watch the replay of it. But taking a look at what you did in the past year, and what are you looking forward to do next year, that type of thing. So if you want to get out there and check that quick little 30-minute presentation on your holiday checklist, things that you need to do for your website. Moving on into release updates. 7.1.2 we talked about last month. This is the current production release of 7.1.2. There were no updates to 7.1 in the last 30 days. So 7.1.2 is the current production release that is out there. Lots of little bug fixes and things like that were made to 7.1.2. I don't want to spend too much time on that. 7.2 was released on December 4th, 2013, and so 7.2.0 is out there. It's production release. It's currently marked as stable, and so certainly if you've got some sites that you want to try this out on, definitely get it installed. Make sure you do backups and things like that beforehand. And if you do find anything that's not working with 7.2, make sure that you get out there in the community and talk about things that aren't working. That's how things get fixed, is by people reporting them, and the community responding and fixing those types of things. So if you see something, be sure to get out there in the community on CodePlex and talk about the issues, and have good documentation and stuff like that. And hopefully your stuff will get fixed in a maintenance release, 7.2.1, 7.2.2, something like that. So Sprocket currently isn't using 7.2 for anything yet. We really haven't gotten involved with 7.2, but there's some great new features coming, and we're very excited about some of these new features. We talked a little bit about them last time. I'll run through them again here. And Clint did a great presentation last month. If you haven't seen that, go check out our video from last month and take a look at Clint's presentation on 7.2. A brand new responsive design skin put together by Aero Designs. Ralph Williams did that. Excellent community involvement, and just a great looking skin. All around the gravity skin being responsive, and responsive is key these days. So it's great to have the default skin be responsive. The SQL module. Don was just in, if I remember right the story, Don was just in doing some SQL work on one of our websites, and this would have come in real handy to have more access to some of the SQL stuff under the hood. So we're looking forward to seeing some of those things get implemented at some of our customer sites and things like that, so we can have better, more efficient access to SQL, and being able to do things like saving queries and things like that with a much more modern UI interface. So that'll be great. Module Creator, this is something that was demoed back at the last DNN World by Sean, and being able to create modules. And I think Clint did a quick presentation on this last time, so I won't go into too much detail here. But it's the ability to look at the modules, the code behind, and and things like that. User search in 7.1 there was a complete overhaul of the search engine, and 7.2 enhances that search engine. So now that you can look up profile information, so not just content on the website, but you can look up member profiles and things like that can be included in the search and stuff like that. So search certainly was overhauled in 7.1, and looking forward to continuing seeing some more improvements on search, especially with members and things like that for member-based sites. A couple of developer features added: JavaScript library management, making it more easy to manage the JavaScript libraries that you have, and then the code editor, being able to look at code with syntax highlighting and things like that right within the website without having to use an external code editor. This is going to be great for support and troubleshooting and making small fixes and things like that. So again, some great developer features in that as well. This is something new we started last month, and looking at each of the DNN core modules and seeing what was updated over the past 30 days. So I went through and updated the list this month. DNN, or in the last 30 days, DNN blog was updated again, DNN events was updated, and the DNN wiki. These are the three modules that have gotten some attention from a module perspective over the last 30 days. So let's talk a little bit about those. DNN blog was updated to 6.02, and basically it had some bug fixes in it. So maintenance release, if you're using the blog module and you're using a version 6 of the blog module, you might want to get updated to the latest maintenance fix if you've been having any kind of issues and things like that. Or if you're using an older version of the blog and you want to get upgraded to version 6, I might go right straight to 6.02 because it looks like there was a bug in the migration script, that kind of thing. The next one is DNN events, updated to 6.1.3, and some changes that were there and some bug fixes, some things like that. One thing I'll point out is the 6.1.3 version of DNN events has a minimum DNN requirement of 6.2.7 and above. So last release of 6.2 or anything in the 7 flavor will work with the new DNN events. And they really point out at the bottom here that even though it's specified at 6.2.7, they strongly advise to start with the latest version of DNN 7.2.0 if anyone is using IE 11. I'm sort of seeing some trends here with IE 11 that there's going to be some additional issues like we had with IE 10 and the old sol part menus and things like that. So we'll have to start creating a log on what doesn't work in IE now, that kind of thing. So and of course they note that there was not Chrome and Firefox and Safari and all the modern other browsers besides IE are not affected by this Telerik issue. So just pointing that out if any of your customers are using IE 11, which we're going to start seeing more and more of. We're going to start to see some of these other issues that are out there. But some good bug fixes in DNN events. DNN Wiki, we pointed this out last time. There's been a lot of activity on the DNN Wiki module, something that hadn't had a lot of attention for a while, but is now getting a lot of attention, which is really great. They put out some bug fixes and did a couple of enhancements, and they've got a nice release map of what they're going to be doing over the next, couple of quarters and things like that. So this module is really getting some good attention. If a wiki is something that you need in your future, take another look at the DNN Wiki and see if it'll handle your requirements and things like that. They're really doing some really good stuff with it. So talked a little bit about this last month if you want to see some more information on it. And then I just will follow up. I think Don mentioned our sponsors, Power DNN. I want to do the same and thank them for all their support. Not only for the last couple of years since pretty much we started we got together and founded the Chicago area .NET Nuke users group. Power DNN has been a sponsor for us. Tony and his team have been great in helping us, with putting the meetings together and sponsoring, the physical meetings when we get together with, pizzas and sodas and things like that, as well as giving us access and a hosting environment for the Chicago DNN.com website. We really appreciate all their help and support. So if you haven't checked out Power DNN, please feel free to, check them out. They're a good group of folks. They have excellent support. And Sprocket Websites is we use and recommend Power DNN to our customers, so they're a good group of folks to work with. Last thing I'll end up with is our own website. If you want to contribute to the Chicago area .NET Nuke website, let us know. We're always looking for people to do blogging and posting and things like that. So if you've got something that you want to do and you want to experiment, we try to keep Chicago DNN up to the the latest and greatest version that is supported out there. We'll be upgrading to 7.2 shortly. So if you need a test bed of things that you want to look at and see how things are going, all we would ask is that you get some content and help us, expand and grow the community. We just want to give good information and reach more community members. So always looking for people who are interested in posting content in and around .NET Nuke. So let us know if you're interested in doing that. We'd be happy to have more guest bloggers, that kind of thing. So with that, that's pretty much all I have. Thanks for a great year, everyone. We really we've really been proud of the efforts that the community has put in. We're very happy with the direction of what DNN is doing, with the community, that type of thing. So looking forward to another great year and continuing to try new things and explore new things. So if you've got suggestions or ideas, just let us know. We're happy to incorporate those things into the community. So with that, I'm going to throw it back to Don and go from there. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Jim.